everybody, welcome back to, what is this, part 4 of Amaze Pickups? Not quite as many things this month, or this part, I hope. I got a bunch of Genesis stuff, though, because I went to a yard sale and they had a big old Genesis lot, so I'm going to show that stuff off first. I did get a video of it, so I'm going to pop that up a little bit, not a whole lot of it, though. I'm going to pop up a piece of it because I didn't get too good a video of it, so I'll put that up right now. And then I'll put up a video of the system itself. I think it's a Model 2 if I remember right. It doesn't have the big text displaying on it, on the bottom of it, so I believe it's a Model 2. And it doesn't have like the hi-fi or whatever it says. I don't remember exactly what the text is, but it says like hi-fi or something like that on it. In like big red text. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it says something on it. But the system is decent condition. It's a little dusty. I cleaned up some of it, but I haven't cleaned up the little divots on the left side. But aside from that, it came with this controller here, which is a 3-button pad, which is a-okay with me. It came with this 3-button Megafire controller with these sliders here, which are kind of cool. And it came with the Menacer sensor here. It didn't come with the Menacer light gun, but not a big deal. I'll show the loose carts it came with first, which were Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. Those are obligatory. They come with almost every Genesis, I would like to say. Then a blank case. I think this one... Okay, this one has NFL 95 in it. Right? Yes, NFL 95. Oh, I completely forgot to try to make the noise quieter on those. I should always pre-open these cases, but I always forget. Then we have Sports Talk 93, Joe Montana. Right? That's Sports Talk Football 93 starring Joe Montana. None of these have manuals, but they all have the game. Some of them don't have the correct game, if I remember right. Stargate. But some of them are excellent. I will say that much. I got the entire lot for $15, which is an excellent deal at the end of it. Barkley, Shut Up and Jam. This one I know is the wrong game in the wrong case. Shaq Fu, but it's actually Menacer. Kind of a shame. I mean, it's not like Shaq Fu's a great game, but you know what I mean. Echo the Dolphin. Oh, this one has the manual. Zero Tolerance. This one's pretty nice to have the case for. X-Men. Would be better if it had the manual, of course, but what are you gonna do? Aladdin. My personal favorite of the bunch is Street Fighter 2 Special Championship Edition. And then probably the best one of the bunch is Demolition Man. The most valuable of the bunch, I guess, is the best way to put that. I'm going to put in another thing with a video here. It is a My First Sony. It's a cassette player. I got this at a... I don't know exactly what you would call it. I guess it's like a... Oh, I know exactly what you call it, actually. It's Habitat for Humanity. I got it at the... If you've ever been to a Habitat for Humanity restore sale, they have a dollar section. I got this at the dollar section. Like I said, it's a cassette player. It plays cassettes, of course. And I got it because it's neat and it's old, and I like neat and old things. Next up, I got this little guy here at a yard sale. He was either $1 or 50 cents, I don't remember which. He's a little spooky, but he is Jack Skellington, of course. He's in great shape. He was really hairy, but I just took a piece of tape and got all the hair off of him. So, he's nice. And then before I get into games, I'm just going to show the last thing I got that's too big. It is this video editor, really old school film and like reel editor. It's what's the brand? Sears. It's a Sears. Oh gosh, what is it? Dual 8, I think. I think it's a Dual 8 editor, if I remember right. The train's going by, sorry if you can hear that. But Sears, I know it's Sears. I think it's a Dual 8. Yeah, the train's real loud, so I know you can hear that, but definitely Sears. It looks like a little TV, which is kind of cool, but it's 8mm. You pull the thing under the screen out, and you can insert the film in the back, and it's really neat. You edit. It has like a zoom and a unzoom, and it has like sharpen features, and it's really nice. It's not really practical anymore, but I think it's really cool. And then next up, before we get into games again, I have just a couple more things. These little figurines. I have some Pokemon things here. I have a little Starly guy here, and I have a Sudowoodo. I almost called him Sharpedo. Sudowoodo. And then I have a couple Brocks. I left them in their original positions just because they are atrocious. The first one's not so bad. He's just like waving his fist, but the second one you can tell a child owned it. And I am disgusted by this, so I'm going to do everything possible to get that out of there as quickly as possible. I'm sorry if that hurt you. But next up at a yard sale, they were $1 for all four, they were a quarter a piece. Next up at a yard sale, I paid $1 for a sealed Sunset Overdrive. I plan on giving this to a friend who has an Xbox One. I don't have an Xbox One, nor do I really want an Xbox One. But Sunset Overdrive is not a particularly expensive Xbox One game, but I do hear it's fun. I hear it's a relatively unique Xbox One game. I'm not entirely sure what it's all about, but it looks fun. I wish I could play it. I got one movie, and that movie is Coraline. I like this movie a lot. I think it's a little spooky for a kid's movie, but it is Tim Burton, so it's kind of expected it's going to be spooky. But I mean, what are you supposed to do? I think it's a movie that you should watch if you're a little bit older, maybe like a little younger than a teenager, or if you just like small or younger movies. If you like Tim Burton movies, then watch it. It's the best explanation I'm going to be able to give. One GameCube game, it was 50 cents. I got it at the same place I got the Coraline movie. They were $1 for both. It is Lights, Camera, Pants. I've heard, I didn't actually hear because I got this game at the 5 for $1 thrift store not that long ago, but I didn't get it in a case. I got it in a Blockbuster rental case, but now I have it complete, and I played it, and it was actually pretty good. So I found it at a yard sale for 50 cents, and it's complete, and I actually enjoyed the game. So I picked it up complete, and I am glad because it's actually kind of fun. Next up, for $1, I found a long box PS1 game, Gex. The cover of it is not in good shape. I don't know what happened here, but it's not very nice. The inside of it isn't great either. I mean, the disc is okay though. The disc is in fine shape. So, it's just this cover isn't great, which is a shame. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what someone did to it. It plays though, and it plays fine. Like I said, it was $1, so I'm okay with that. Then I got a sealed Bust-A-Move, which I am very happy with. Bust-A-Move DS. I paid $1 for this as well. Bust-A-Move DS is decent. It's not very expensive, but any Bust-A-Move game I can get I will pick up because I adore the series and I've been playing it for a very long time. Now these last 4 games I had to pay up a little bit for because I went to a yard sale and the guy had just a humongous table out, and he had he had at least like 1,000 games set up, and he had them all priced. Well, he didn't have them priced, but he said, you know, get a stack going, and I will price them individually using price charting, and I'll give you a percentage off depending on how many you get. And that's fair to me, but I didn't want to get too many because, I mean, he's using price charting, and the percentage off he was taking wasn't a huge amount, so I didn't want to get a huge bill going. I got 4, and the price I paid was $20, which is a lot for a yard sale, but I mean, the 4 titles I got, $20 was a great deal. So, first one I got was Pokemon Snap, which is not a particularly expensive game. Only goes for about $9. So, the condition is decent on it, not fantastic, but okay. Next up, I got Silent Hill Origins for the PSP, which is complete. Ooh, sorry about that. Goes for about $12, so not a huge gain there. Next game goes for about the same, and it is also complete. It is Castlevania Lament of Innocence on PS2. It is also complete, in great condition though. And then the last one is easily the best one, also on PS2 in fantastic condition. It is Darkcloud 2. Easily the best game here, goes for about $20. This is the one that I really wanted, so I'm pretty happy with it, $20 total. This was the game that I wanted the most out of all of them, and I have played the heck out of this game, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So I think it was worth it just for Darkcloud 2 alone. The rest of them, honestly, are moreover just toss-ins, because Darkcloud 2 is the one that I wanted, but $20 for the 4 is a great deal. So that's what I got. Thank you very, very much for watching, everybody. I will see you in the next episode.